to your yoga practice. Today we're doing outdoors and we're going to do a nice slow flow in honor of the waning moon. And so this is going to be some evergreen content. We're not going to focus on where the moon is at, in what sign, doing what with what house, what ruler. Instead, we're just sort of focusing on that softer aspect of a waning moon. So during full moon, things come to culmination. On the waning part of the moon, as you start to see that full moon disseminate more and more throughout the days as it comes closer and closer to meeting back up with the sun, it reminds me of lettuce or any other kind of plant that flowers. It's the culmination is the flowering, and then the waning is the releasing of the seeds back into the soil to restart the entire cycle all over again. And so when we're working with a waning moon, we're really getting quieter after the culmination and considering where we want to go next for that new moon cycle that's coming up. All right, let's go ahead and begin with our feet about 3 feet apart. We're going to place the hands on the hips and we're going to start to find some circles with the upper body and the head and the neck. Observe the way that the body feels as you're circling that torso, head, and neck around. And then switch the direction. How does the spine feel? How do the hips feel? And then bring stillness here. Inhale those arms up and overhead. And I'm actually going to take more of a goddess stance with those hands where I cross my wrists and the palms face one another. I'm going to bring this just right above my head and then find a couple of side to side swoops with the body. Almost like you're going to twist, but not quite a twist. Just a couple of loosening up through that lateral body. And then maybe get the hips involved and do a couple of hip sways as well. Excellent. Bring those hands back out to a T and then exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands down to the mat. Maybe the head stays up, or if the head has the liberty to do so, crown of the head reaches towards the mat. Even if it doesn't touch the mat, let the crown of the head go. Release any tension in the neck, in the shoulders, wherever you're at today. And then once again, just find some small sways with those hips. If the hands are flat on the mat, you can work this into the shoulders as well, finding some sways here. Getting really quiet within and allowing yourself a deeper space of observation and curiosity of what may arise next. Whether that's in the body, in the heart, in the mind, or even in the spirit. Find stillness. Plant that right hand right below the nose and inhale the left arm up to the sky. Take a bigger inhale and exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, right arm straight up to that sky. Take a bigger inhale. And exhale, that right hand comes back down to the mat. Let's go ahead and walk the hands over to the left foot. Maybe you take that right hand and grab a hold of the left ankle. And sink the chest towards the left thigh. You can keep the left fingertips down, or you bring that left hand up and around the spine and reach for the inner right thigh. Let every exhale deepen the pose. Every inhale lengthen somewhere within the body. Create space for the exhale to bring you into depth. And then release. Left hand comes back down by the side of the left foot. And we're going to continue our journey over towards the left by pivoting on that left foot. Pivot on the back foot, the right foot, and lift that right heel up. For a pyramid shape, let's exhale over the left thigh here. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, lift. The exhale reminds me of the waning moon. It's that letting go of. As we inhale, it's almost like we're culminating or we're getting more active. As we exhale, we surrender and we release to what is. Bend into that left knee, drop the right knee down, and let's move into a low lunge. Hands on top of that left thigh. Push against the left thigh as you lift the chest up. Exhale, sink into those hips a little deeper. Do that one more time. Inhale, press into the left thigh, lift the heart up, and exhale, go a little further into the hip flexors. Drop the right hand down, bend the right knee, and reach back for the left foot with that left hand. No, we're reaching for the right foot, not the left foot. You can, if you have the right foot with the left hand, you can start to pull the heel in towards the glutes and rotate the left shoulder open. If you do not have this foot, that's okay. Keep pulling the heel towards the glutes and reach that left hand back. Or if you have a strap, you're going to wrap the strap around the top of the right foot and then use the left hand to gently guide the heel towards the glute. Continue to open up through the shoulders, opening yourself up for all these possibilities of seeds that are getting ready to be planted in this upcoming new moon cycle. Slowly release that right foot back down to the mat. Frame out the left foot, tuck the back toes. And now lift that right knee, and we're going to hop that right foot in just a little bit as we straighten back through the left leg. And then walk the hands through center as you pivot the toes to face the side of the mat. Take an inhale and rise up. Star pose, arms spread, legs spread, heart lifts. As you exhale, dive forward. Next inhale, left hand plants down, right arm reaches up, twist through that thoracic spine. Take a bigger inhale. All right, as you exhale, right hand down, inhale, left arm up. Inhale. And exhale, right, left hand down. Start to walk yourself over to the right foot. Maybe that left hand grabs a hold of the right ankle. You're going to sink the chest over top of the right thigh. Maybe the right fingertips stay down, or you can take the right hand around the spine and reach for the inside of that left thigh. On your next inhale, right hand comes to the outside of that right foot. Left hand plants. And we're going to pivot both feet so that that left heel lifts up and the right foot points forward. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, forward fold, sink in. Inhale, rise and get spacious. And exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift. Find a little curiosity, a little expansion. And exhale, one more time, fold here. On your next inhale, bend that right knee, drop the back knee down, and bring the hands to the top of the right thigh. Every inhale lifts and lengthens through the spine, up through the crown of the head. As you exhale, those hips anchor towards the mat. One more time, inhale Exaggerate the space getting created. Exhale, plant the seed, release. Drop the left hand down. Bend that left knee. Reach back with the right hand and grab for the foot. Remember all of your options. If you don't have the foot, continue to drive the heel towards the glute. Reach right arm back. Use a strap if you have one. And then open that shoulder up to the sky. One more inhale, reach everything you have through that right shoulder. And a nice slow release. Frame out the right foot, tuck the back toe, hop that left foot in just a little bit as you straighten through the right leg. And walk yourself back to the center of the mat. Pivot on the toes so that they face sideways. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, rise up, star pose. Reach those arms out. Puff the heart to the sky. Exhale, drop the hands, and let's step the feet together in the center of the mat. Inhale, arms up, grab a hold of that right wrist with the left hand, and I want you to pull that right hand to the left as you jut your right hip towards the right. Half moon. Inhale, rotate that right shoulder a little bit higher to the sky so the armpit starts to gaze at the ceiling or the sky. When you exhale, sink a little deeper into that left side. Inhale back through center and exhale over to the opposite side now so that that right hand grabs the left wrist and we sink into the right side body. Inhale, rotate that armpit up. Peel the chin off the chest. Create as much expansion on that left side body as possible. Inhale back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the feet a little wider than hip width distance. And let's drop this down into Malasana or Yogi squat. Elbows on the inside of those knees. Thumbs come to the sternum. As you're sinking into your yogi squat, I want you to maybe close the eyes if you feel good doing so. And give yourself a few breaths here to consider what you may like to manifest in this upcoming new moon. As the moon wanes, or kind of how I like to look at it, it's almost like the dying process, just like a plant that goes to seed. When we see that happen, we know that that plant is coming into its death process. And so to the moon, as the moon is waning, we realize that something is coming to an end, but something's being released so that new things can happen. As you reflect here, what new things can we envision in our own life? As we create space in our bodies through the yoga practice, how can we allow that to assist us in furthering our manifestations or the new stories, the new cycles we want to see occur in our life? Let's work with the waning moon to create space for, yes, the death to come, metaphorically, of course, but also what newness is arising? What new stories are we going to tell? Right hand comes down towards the right foot. Maybe you even clasp the right foot and inhale that left arm up to the sky. Open yourself up for this new chapter. Exhale, hands back to center. Go ahead and bring that left hand down. Reach the right arm up. Explore the space in the body. Exhale, both hands back to center. Sink down onto the bum. We're going to find an easy pose. So whatever feels right for you to sit for a few moments as we start to unwind. I know it was a quick, gentle flow, but sometimes that's all we need. Just like a plant that's seeding, all you need is this little gentle shaking or this little gentle breeze to blow the seeds all around. And that's our yoga practice. Sometimes all we need is that little bit of space created in the body for those seeds to plant and then germinate through the next cycle. Hands down, eyes closed if you so want to. Right hand to the belly, left hand to the ribs. Inhale into the belly, press that hand into the right hand. Exhale, pull the belly back. Inhale, expand that diaphragm, just the belly. Exhale, just the belly, pull the navel to the spine. Inhale, pull the belly out or push that belly out towards the right hand, and now expand the rib cage out. Coming a little deeper into breath. Exhale, close the ribs, pull that navel back to the spine. One more time. Inhale, belly, ribs. Exhale, close the ribs out, pull the navel back. Let's bring this up into the heart. Inhale, belly, ribs expand, heart lifts. Exhale, heart drops, ribs close, belly pulls back. Inhale one more time, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Hands come down to the lap. Give yourself a few moments here behind your closed eyes or with your eyes open. Observe the sensations within the body. Observe the sensations in the space that you're occupying here and now. In the body, where can you create greater expansion to allow for growth? Whether that growth is more flexibility or mobility, greater health, strength. Where can you create more space in the mind to allow for greater expansion? Where can you do this in the heart, in the emotions? Where can you do this in the spirit? Take an inhale, bring those arms up over your head. As you exhale, hands in prayer mudra, pull the energy down into the body. Inhale, open those arms, swoop them up overhead. As you exhale, hands down, pull that prana with you into the center line of the body. Inhale last time, make it count. Exhale, almost like it's so tangible. We're pulling this energy down. Bow to the fingers, bow to the heart. Namaste. May this waning moon bring you into a wonderful new moon cycle with many seeds that have germinated, and only the ones that are meant for you will come to fruition. Thank you for practicing with me today.